President Trump laying out AI priorities for the federal government at a high-profile event in Washington. Eamon Javers joins us right now with more on that. Eamon, we're trying to figure out what this means overall and what we can expect to see in the industry as a result.
Yeah, good morning, Becky. Look, pledging that the U.S. will do whatever it takes to retain its global lead in artificial intelligence, President Trump signed 3 executive orders yesterday to speed up development in the field. The orders are designed to accelerate permitting of AI projects, expand U.S. tech exports, and eliminate what the president called woke in AI. Now, the president's plan aims to block the government from contracting with tech companies unless they ensure that their systems are objective and free from what they call top-down ideological bias. Now, I asked White House officials on a call yesterday, who's going to decide what ideological bias is? They responded that what they're mostly concerned about is eliminating diversity, equity, and inclusion values from AI. Officials said they're also focused on clearing away regulatory hurdles to new projects, particularly environmental concerns around new plant construction. Trump also said he doesn't want copyright concerns slowing down AI's ability to utilize the world's knowledge base.
When you read something and when it goes into this vast intelligence machine, we'll call it, you cannot expect to every single time say, oh, let's pay this one that much, let's pay this one. It just doesn't work that way. Of course, you can't copy or plagiarize an article, but if you read an article and learn from it, we have to allow AI to use that pool of knowledge without going through the complexity of contract negotiations.
Now, that's significant because, as you guys know, media organizers, authors, and others have brought a barrage of lawsuits against AI firms for allegedly ingesting their work into large language models without financial compensation. Back over to you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful in terms of what it means for all of these media companies and others who have been suing to try and uphold their rights on some of these things. Kind of goes back to what Satya Nadella said maybe a year and a half ago or longer to 60 Minutes when he said basically, or maybe it was Lester Holt, where he said, look, we have to rethink how copyright laws work, essentially, to make sure that this progress gets made. Clearing the pathways for some of the environmental issues, for trying to build out faster, I just wonder what you think that is going to mean, Eamon, in terms of how fast the progress goes, what this means in terms of America winning the AI race with China?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think it's largely environmental, right? And what they're concerned about is any kind of environmental reviews or any kind of regulatory slowdown of this vast data center buildup. And also, you know, the power supplies that's going to be important for AI as well. So I think if you are in the AI business, if you're in the data center business or anywhere adjacent to that, what you can expect now is sort of the full weight of the federal government sort of on your side of the argument, whatever it is on regulatory matters. I think that's probably a good thing for the AI industry as they look to expand. And I think, you know, you just saw the president throw himself on one side of this copyright issue he's all in with the AI industry on this, saying, you know, they shouldn't have to be beholden to copyright as they ingest all this material because that's sort of the world's knowledge and that should be for the world. Now, if you're somebody who's an author or a media company, you might, you know, disagree. You might say, well, that's our knowledge and you're stealing it. So that debate is ongoing. The president clearly taking a side there. And all of this will be decided by, you know, federal agencies who are large purchasers here. And the influence that they're using is the federal procurement of all of this stuff. They're going to set terms within the federal government for what they buy, including this sort of unbiased ideologically, you know, guideline around this idea of not having DEI or woke ideology built into the AI. All of that's going to be in what the federal government buys, and that's going to be very influential for the industry.